Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 2-1. Jake Arrieta comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Jake Arrieta.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. That's inside. 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Of all the people, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
Sometimes this is just what you need. You know, you're in the middle innings now. You can grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
James stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, and with 2 on now following the walk, he needed to jump ahead of the next guy, so that's a good way to start out.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 1-1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
And this hole he's digging on the mound, it's all his doing. He's got to be able to find the strike zone.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward is gone on strikes, and there's 1 away.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ben Zobrist is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Now a big curveball in there for strike 2.
Yeah, and it's...
And look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
You know what? I don't know if there's ever a good time for a hit by pitch, but there are definitely some bad times, and that was a bad time right there. Now you load the bases, and you do it for a dangerous hitter as well.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Back goes Gonzalez. Still going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Well, he's going to do all he can to try and pull this ball in, but you're going to see it's just a little bit out of his reach. And once it's over his head, that's going to allow 2 runs to come in and score.
Now you see the Colorado skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for the starter, Jorge De La Rosa. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Justin Miller is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Miller.
Chris Bryant will be the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Hit to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And with 2 guys in scoring position, that might not be exactly what he was hoping to do, but he will pick up 1 RBI for his efforts, and he does move the other runner to third now with 2 away.
Jorge Soler steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Three and 0 now. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Set, here's the 3-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Automaze moving to his right. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as this tired. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning. No errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 5 and the Rockies 1. Leading off the inning, Carlos Gonzalez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First offering on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And that's a big break for him right there. When you've already thrown 5 tough innings and you're looking at having to go right through the heart of the lineup, to get a first pitch out to start off the inning is certainly welcome.
Nolan Arenado will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Nope.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back